Welcome to Three in the Chamber. I'm one of three hosts, Leslie. Here's
Rywan.
And
Ellis.
Enjoy this week's episode. Hey guys, so this is our first episode.
Damn.
What?
Stop.
I'm not stopping this.
No, it's just the. Oh no, that just sounded like it just
Professional.
like. No, it's just like it was.
It wasn't cringy.
I don't know. It felt weird. Like
It felt weird. It didn't feel authentic enough.
It didn't
to you?
feel like just natural.
Customer service.
So, welcome to our first episode.
Fool. See, that's a lot better.
I don't.
Except we're probably not allowed to. We have to censor it because it's the first 5 minutes or 5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna censor it anyway. So
With laughs. You've got backtrack of laughs now.
we do now. I don't know.
I'm sorry. It's just me. Okay. Well.
Okay. We're starting over again.
Okay.
I'm not cutting this out.
Okay. Yeah.
What we got is what we got, guys.
Okay. Fine. Go ahead.
Oh, everybody's gonna be so fucking confused. Okay, so this is our first episode. I don't know why I'm talking to you guys like it's a meeting.
Are you sure it's our? Are you sure?
I don't know. Am I sure?
Is this? I feel well informed.
Well informed. Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, stupid.
Ooh.
Oh damn!
Why are you kicking me? I'm being abused.
Yeah.
As a minority, I'm being abused.
Bro, don't look at me. I'm a minority too. I was gonna say, well, technically, you're not the minority because we're at your house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what? Hey guys, welcome to our first episode. Today we're going to be talking about childhood urban legends and superstitions. All right.
Crazy.
Did you just say crazy?
Yeah, I just said crazy, but.
All right. Do you guys want to start us off or?
I don't have any.
So, bro,
Shut up, cause you.
we spent months, years,
I
weeks.
asked my mom, and she said her parents didn't do that kind of stuff, so she didn't grow up with them. I didn't grow up with them.
But you do have a list.
Kind of, yeah, vaguely.
But it's not for childhoods, which counts.
Yeah.
I feel like. Okay, so I'm gonna start off.
No, I don't want to start. Now.
Okay, you started off then.
Okay, so. Damn. Okay. Man, this is gonna
Look
be
at you fucking stutter.
a shit ton of fucking editing and everything that has to go through this shit.
It's
But
fine. Who's the one doing the editing?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Don't worry
I
about
feel
it.
a little bit better about that now. So, anyways, yeah. So we wanted to talk about just childhood urban legends, just because that's one of the first things we thought about when making this little episode, this little podcast here. Because
Why does that sound condescending?
What?
This little episode, this little podcast here, bro. It's your podcast too,
Bruh, okay, hold on. I just
Save
just
it.
hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. Okay.
I'm gonna hear.
I've been listening to a lot of NPR on my way here, so I just hear like a lot like so it's a little like they got like that buttery voice and everything like so
We'll get
today. Yeah.
No.
So bro, we'd be lucky if this fucking uploads. Like goddamn. Like we're gonna
It's gonna upload.
Bro, we're gonna be like, you know what? This is too cringe. We gotta erase the shit. Dump all of it.
Dump all of it.
All
Burn
of it.
it all. Just
No.
burn the whole site.
Yeah, but I digress. So, anyways, back on fucking topic. We're talking about childhood urban legends and like any superstitions
Are we?
because yeah, it's fucking motherfucker.
Yeah, you don't like it when it happens to you.
Okay, I'm gonna mute this mic. I'm gonna fucking. Okay, but yeah, we were just talking about because we all have like very similar like superstitions and urban legends, but it's just like but slightly different.
The experiences are different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I'll go ahead and start first. But I put one of the very first ones as Bloody Mary, and the fuck you laughing about?
It's one of my first ones. I'm sorry.
Bro, it was all of our first ones. Okay, but each of our experiences was a lot
Except
different.
his.
Damn, Ellis, go into the bathroom. Go do it real quick.
Go do Bloody Mary by yourself
Okay.
right now.
So, a little bit of context for anyone that doesn't know. So, Bloody Mary was this weird challenge where you go into the mirror, you turn off the lights, or maybe you have like a candle or something like that, and you have to look in the mirror and say, Bloody Mary a total of 3 times. Sort of like a Beetlejuice situation. And
But it has to be in a dark room.
Has to be, dark room or like candle
And
lit.
you have to have a candle, right? Okay.
Yeah, something like that. I've heard many different iterations,
Can't
but
you also use a flashlight because they're technically considered torches?
yeah, I suppose that counts. So you do know a little something. But yeah, and it's weird because it's more of a test of courage because if you say it 3 times and it works, she pops up in the mirror and God knows what she does to you.
I heard she kills you, but that might also be...
Yeah.
Kids being kids.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most logical. I've heard other kids say you have to flush the toilet 3 times as well in succession, but I'm like, I highly doubt that. I think you're just wasting your parents' water.
Very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird how we all have the same. We all know who Bloody Mary is, but we have a different like origin story experience, I guess. So like for me, it started when I was a kid. After school, I'd have to go to a church, and wait until my parents would pick me up. But all the kids at that church, they would go into the basement where there was a bathroom,
Yeah.
and they would do it, and they would always like start like screaming like banshees, and then immediately start running upstairs. And they keep telling me, oh yeah, we saw her, because we did it. And I never did it because I was a coward.
Yeah.
But I just, like, it still haunted me to this day. I got scared of mirrors just looking at it.
Everyone's a little bitch confirmed.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't want to be hearing that, Mrs. I can't ride roller coasters and shit.
Fuck you, at least I rode them for the first time. That's a whole different video. We can go talk about that right now.
Yeah. But I ain't playing that game. Same with I'm not playing with the fucking Ouija board.
Luigi
board.
board.
The fucking Luigi boards. I ain't playing with that shit.
Luigi. It sounds like you're saying
really
Luigi.
easy ones without alphabets.
So for my first one on my list was La Llorona. Just like with Bloody Mary, there are different variations. We saw a brief video the other day about the origin story. That origin story said, she got pregnant by the rich son of the parents or whatever of her employers, and he gave her money, told her to go back to her home village, and he was gonna catch up with her, and he never did, and so she killed the kids just out of spite. She just basically roams the city for that. The variation I heard as a child was she had an abusive husband who beat her. He left her for another woman, and out of spite, she drowned the kids, and she regretted it instantly. Well, not instantly, but she told him what happened. He got pissed at her, beat her again, and then she regretted her decision. And, she screams, ay mis hijos, like, oh, my kids, as she's roaming the streets late at night looking for her kids. I also heard another variation where if you're a kid out in the streets late at night and you hear that, you need to go back home because she will kidnap you, essentially. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, like, that's... I've heard, like, another similar one, too. Like, it's usually, like, a lot of these urban legends is just to make sure kids don't do dumb shit. But, yeah, like, especially the whole don't walk around at night. I've definitely heard that iteration of it. And that whole... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're all good. I was just gonna mention, I have seen videos where people hear her, they record her, but also there've been pranksters that go around late at night doing the same thing. Sometimes they'll dress up as her, but there's some times where, they do see her. And my dad said he saw her. Well, my dad didn't tell me this story, but my uncle told me that my dad had told them back in those days that he saw her there.
Like you knew a guy who knew a guy, basically.
Yeah, but
the
no guy, the guy was my dad, and the guy that told me was my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, there's that. I also saw a video of this one lady who is actually, doing some embroidery in her garage. Like, that's where she has her business ran out of. And she heard the crying of La Llorona, But she wasn't saying, ay mis hijos. She just heard some loud crying and some shuffling outside. So she hurried to go lock the door to her garage that leads inside. And sure enough, as soon as she locks it, someone's trying to open it.
Damn, that's fucking freaky. Like, even if it's not La Llorona...
And that was here in the U.S.
Yeah.
I don't know why my dumbass thought she couldn't cross the border.
I was like, man, she got two legs.
I've heard a few stories of her like in Southern California and just in those areas.
I was gonna say, even if it's not La Llorona, it's still scary because it might just be a crackhead.
That's true,
come in.
Yeah.
But back to like the whole prankster thing. I just thought of like, man, this would suck ass. But imagine you're a prankster as La Llorona, and as you're going around doing whatever you're doing, the real one shows up, and then you're just like, fog, and then
y'all look at each other like, huh?
Yeah,
it's the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah. She looks at, she's like, who the fuck are you? Bitch, I'm you.
She turns into a Chella all of a sudden.
Yeah. So like, what the fuck you doing here, essay?
The fuck you think you're doing?
Like,
I can't do it.
So like, dead ass. This is not. This is not okay.
Start catching hands from La Llorona.
This is not okay.
She starts beating your ass, bro. Anyways.
That's just But yeah, and I guess like since we're on this topic of like La Llorona and Bloody Mary, like like the bad bitches of urban legends, we can't forget about the slit-mouthed woman,
yeah.
not women, but unless there's like more than
it's
one.
Man. I'm sorry.
But like, yeah, that one's also crazy because that one it's a Japanese folklore.
Yeah.
I guess a yokai. Is she classified as a yokai?
Probably.
I guess yokai is like demon, if you will.
Yeah.
And with her thing, her origin story is also a product of infidelity, I believe. Like basically, you just had this one woman who got cheated on by her husband, or maybe it might have been the other way around. I think she cheated on her husband, and as a result, the husband got so mad that he got like a knife and just like slit her mouth. So she like wanders around the streets late at night wearing a mask, and then she'll go up to primarily men and just ask them a simple question of, do you think I'm pretty? And then if you say yes, she'll take off the mask, showing her slit mouth. And then if you say, do you still think I'm pretty? And if you say yes again, she'll grab usually a knife or scissors, either one, I've heard both, and she'll make the same scars as yours, and she'll say, well, now you're pretty like me. That's the best case scenario, but
She's
others...
a yokai, by the way.
She is
yokai.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I did see something where if you tell her, like, she's so, it'll confuse her and give you enough time to run away.
Oh, yeah. I've also heard another one where if you say, I'm married, don't talk to me, she'll say, oh, I'm sorry, and then she'll bow her head and walk away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because her thing is, like, infidelity and, like, and most of her targets are men. I don't think she's ever gone after women, at least not that I've heard of, but yeah, this is primarily, these are all, like, femme fatale, urban legend, all-stars, I guess. I don't know, monsters is the right word. But I just think it's fascinating how, like, with any culture, there's always that one crazy bitch. Basically is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's like any like other like, I don't know if there's like any American or European versions of that I can think of. If anyone has one, just please by all means share it in the comments.
Yeah, we're definitely interested.
I know there's
in
always
learning.
like the lady in white who like
is
always on the side of the road.
Yeah, the hitchhiker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I've heard too, because it's weird. There's like Mexican and American variants of that.
Mm-hmm.
There's also in England as well. Yeah.
England. Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I've heard a few of the England urban legends, but I forgot them.
Yeah. It's like the lady in white. She's like on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's always crying. I think sometimes she is, and sometimes people will just pass her. Mm-hmm. But she'll end up in the back seat of the car.
Oh shit!
Or she'll be in the middle of the road, and they'll drive through her, and boom, she's in the back seat, just chilling, basically, following you home.
I forgot the rules. I think you're supposed to pick her up, right?
Huh?
I think.
Yeah,
maybe?
it's supposed to be like an act of kindness.
Chivalrous.
You need to be a kind
person.
person.
So it's like a good omen type of thing.
Well, not quite.
It's more
like you pick her up and then you get good luck.
You get to live.
Yeah, you get.
You get to
that's
live.
Your luck.
Because like I think if you ignore her, you're pretty much like saying fuck you. Because I think I forgot what her backstory was, but it was something along the lines of like I think abusive boyfriend, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
I feel so unprepared for this, but
No, you're all good. Because for me,
'cause
my
there's just
dumbass would be driving so fast. By the time it registers in my brain that she's right there, I'm like probably a mile down the road. And at that point, it's like too late for me to back up, you know? So it's like, oh, fuck. So, like, what if I reverse all the way, but I'm going really slow to pick her up? And then does the car door open and then she gets in? Or does she just, boom?
I think
Because, like, what if you come back for her because you didn't see her at first? Like, would she know the difference? Or is it just kind of like, you fucking sped past me, you fucking bitch. And then now I die.
that one probably, because she'll probably be like, "There's no take backs." Like, you did what you did, and then you're just
Because,
like,
like, my
sorry.
dumbass, in that situation, I feel like it's a place that I'm not, like, familiar with. So I'm just looking down at the GPS and I look up and I just see me pass her and I'm like, oh shit, skirt.
Just like, I'm busy listening to my Ice Spice music. She's a baddie, she knows she's a 10.
Hey, don't get us copyrighted out.
But yeah, and I think so like the good outcome is you offer her a ride, and if she takes it, she'll sit in the back seat always, apparently. And then she'll
Always, like, for the rest of your life?
No,
No,
she
like,
eventually
she, like-
vanishes.
like in every outcome, she always prefers sitting in the back seat of the car,
Okay.
and she'll ask you
I
to
prefer
take.
her back there so I can
Yeah.
just
She's
turn
not,
on the
like,
dark
she's
mode.
not the only hitchhiker. There's like men as well.
Oh, no,
There's,
I'm
like,
not
a
picking
few-
up, no, I'm sorry. If I'm by myself,
Yeah,
I'm not picking up a man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but it's usually more in like rural areas.
Yeah, like there's
Country.
many,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, like places where it's not
Yeah.
public.
In my
like, not a
mind,
lot
I
of
was just
people.
like, now I'm never gonna drive in a fucking
Yeah.
rural area.
Yeah, but like to finish the story, like so the woman will like request you to drop her off at a certain area, her house, and then
Yeah.
you drop her off at the house, and she'll say thank you, and then she'll be gone. And so in some cases, you actually are at a house, or you end up being at the cemetery of her grave.
Yeah.
And I've heard different iterations where sometimes the white dress will be in the backseat of your car, or you'll just see it.
I've heard that
Somewhere?
like once or twice, but usually it's just like you kind of like end up seeing it in the.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, like, off
So if the white dress ends up in the car, like, is it a dress you can physically pick up?
I sometimes.
That's
I can't
fucking
remember. Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it's an odd.
Usually,
odd little
I
story.
looked it up. Lady in White ghosts are usually just like young women and girls who like have passed on early, either from like
Oh.
imprisonment, they did it themselves, or somebody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And also off subject on subject of hitchhikers, I had this one buddy of mine, we'll call him Willis or something like that.
Willis, why'd you look at him?
I was trying to come up with a random name. But he was such an odd duck, because like he'll be driving and he says like he was really like bored, and like there'd be times where, because he lives like in one of those towns where there's maybe like 1,000 people, like total population. And he said like he'll be like, man, I'm so bored sometimes I'll just straight up just drive and I'll just pick up hitchhikers and I'll just want to ask their story. And I'm like,
Oh.
bruh,
That's
what do
very
you mean?
brave of your friend.
Boredom is a hell of a thing there. Like,
Is it that one friend that used to work at your workplace?
No, he was a guy that I met at an anime convention once, like out of like just like randomly.
Yeah, just randomly.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious. I wanted to make sure if it was
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he was an odd one, and but he's still alive. Still a great guy.
Good.
Doing whatever
I
he
mean,
does.
only men can really do that in this world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because if it, I mean, I'm not gonna bring that up. Not on the first episode.
Damn.
Anyways, moving along.
I guess we do have banshees, right? Banshees are like
I
well,
thought
they don't-
banshees were
they
an
don't-
animal.
They don't kill.
No. Banshees are technically part of the Fae.
Ah.
So, but they don't kill. They just send omens and scream,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's Irish or Scotland.
It's Celtic, so it can be like
Celtic.
Irish, Welsh, Scottish.
Ah,
But
okay.
they're part of the Fae.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what are the Fae?
Put me on the spot, thanks.
I was trying to
I
make
know.
it seem seamless.
Damn.
That was a
Then you
good
stared at me?
fucking segue.
Damn, fake
Yeah.
friend, fake friend.
Fake friend? Fake friend? They probably forgot he was here.
Damn.
Why are
The
you
lady
sound-
in white and the hitchhiker.
You
Bro.
did mention the lady in the white and the hitchhiker, but Rywan's been the one.
Rywan knows too much. He's the smart one of the group.
Smart
He's
is
the
a
smart one.
smart's a very strong word. I'm just very
Not you trying to humble me right now.
I'm just very
You're
much on the
smart.
spectrum about
It's just
certain
different.
things, so I
Just
can't help but
differently.
keep talking about certain things.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah.
I quit.
Damn, it's not even the first episode. We're not even done with the first fucking episode.
I don't appreciate being stared at.
Oh, come on,
Where
my
you
bad.
both just turn and look at me.
We'll just turn and look the opposite way. So what is the Fae?
The Fae is like a Celtic. I wouldn't call them beings because they're more like don't look. You can look, just don't be
So
weird.
it's like the
Bit weird.
so it's like the Celtic equivalent to like a yokai, probably.
Kind of, yeah,
but not quite.
Because like banshees can be considered
A yokai.
Fae and stuff, and then but they originally
Yokai
like,
is demon.
yeah,
No,
in
we
Japanese.
already.
So they
told that.
know. They might forget.
I already told him a few minutes ago.
They might
Yeah.
forget again.
You got a point. Okay.
They come from like the original like Celtic gods, which I can't pronounce for the life of me. It's like Tua Dedanen or something like that. It's
I mean,
Gaelic.
it's probably a good thing you can pronounce it because you might end up summoning something in here.
Yeah.
Please don't summon stuff in my house.
But it's like they're not necessarily as bad as people think they are. It's really just how you treat them, how you treat nature, because that's like nature is like
Oh, so it's kind of like the treat others how you want to be treated.
yeah, like
Nature
wood sprites
good.
and stuff like that. Yeah. So
Nature
if you're
good.
good to them or you're a good person, you're good to nature, they'll be good to you. If you're a bad person, bad to them.
What if you're a
Like-
bad person but good to them?
Yeah,
well, as long as
that
you're
works.
not like messing up nature, I think it's
Oh, okay. So you can
It's-
still be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And still be
Yeah,
But,
it's
like,
not
that.
exactly about being a good person. It's just about respecting the land.
yeah, respect the land,
Sort of
respect
like
them.
like Native American rules too. Like
Oh,
you gotta
yeah.
just
Okay,
like
okay.
it doesn't matter what you do to other people. Just respect the land that you
I
live
think
on.
it vaguely matters what you do to other people, but it
If I
depends
kill
on the Fae.
someone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't kill anyone, by the way, but.
Yeah, obviously. But the Fae is also known to occasionally dabble in kidnapping and changeling. So sometimes they will take your friend and swap them out for one of their own people who looks like your friend now because they changed into it. And then,
Oh, okay.
so one of those things. And like they avoid fairy rings, obviously, which are usually mushrooms in a perfect circle.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, the perfect.
Or I think sometimes it can be stones, but it's usually like mushrooms, and like you don't step into it because you could end up in their world. You end up in their world, time's different. You could come out 200 years from now.
Oh, it kind of sounds like I forgot what it was in Spanish, but it's gnomes
Yeah.
or
Okay.
I think
Gnomes?
it's trolls. Hold on, let me
Those
see.
can also be considered part of the Fae. To a
Okay.
degree. Yeah.
Dang, like I can't. There's a specific word for them, but they're gnomes or trolls or something that they'll kidnap random beautiful women. Well, typically it's beautiful women, but they'll kidnap someone that they like, essentially, and they'll have a life with them,
Yeah.
and then they're rich because they have gold and money and stuff. But you just disappear from this world and you just live in their world. There have been cases where women have disappeared and then they come back like a decade later, and they're like, "Well, I have to go back now. I don't know when I'll see you again."
Yeah, everything's
But
different.
they're young.
they're
still
the
in their
same. Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're the same.
Time works
Okay.
differently in
Oh
the other
shit!
world.
So maybe there is this other like fair like world,
Yeah.
and you just need a good portal
'cause-
because
yeah.
it sounds like they're kind of connected, but they're in vastly
Mhm.
different places of the world.
Yeah.
And that whole like time thing, that's like best case scenario
Yeah.
if you jump into the.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Worst case scenario, you're dead.
oh yeah.
Do they like you step in it and then they just?
If
Well,
they don't
they
like
just unalive
they
you?
could, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Ah.
really up to them.
So how can you get one to like you?
Well, one, they come to you. Don't go to them. but also
don't be such a tryhard, Leslie.
Yeah, if they
Oh, fuck you, Rywan. I'm not trying to meet one. I'm just curious. It's kind of like a cat.
Yeah, and there's certain gifts that they will give you. Don't always accept all of them. Don't necessarily say thank you, but also just like to accept it if it's like something special, then you do take it in. But you can also just bury it. They like honey, so honey's like a great little offering. Honey, milk, sweets, as a way to like pay respect, be nice to them. But also just plant flowers, plant plants outside. Like don't give them plants that you've cut, or like plant the plants, and they'll appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's almost like a childlike behavior, you know, if you give them like sweets and everything.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of this, like way off subject, but there's this haunted doll named Robert the Doll.
Yep. Okay.
Is that the one that one YouTuber took a picture of?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, you don't take a picture of them.
Yeah.
Long story short, haunted doll way before Annabelle in a museum in Key West, Florida.
Yeah.
And the janitors always say that they always leave a peppermint on top so that he'll behave. Mm-hmm. And usually when they're cleaning, they'll notice that they just see the wrapper afterwards, like not the actual candy.
Oh shit.
Like only the wrapper.
Yeah.
So it's weird that like.
Do they then take the wrapper and throw it away so that way it's not disrespectful?
Well, they're janitors. They gotta.
They clean it up and replace it with a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're always giving him a supply of like, here's your little treat you're offering. Please be nice. We're respecting you. Respect us. I don't know what practice it is, but it's a little more on the witchcraft side. But they'll like take things, put them into
jars,
little bags, jars, and put them at the four corners of the land just to protect it and stuff. And there's usually one like near the front of the house as well, as like protection and stuff.
Damn. Yeah, we should have a witchcraft episode. We actually ran out of time.
Like we've been running out of time. We're 5 minutes.
Look. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. Good first episode, guys.
Yeah.
We never worked on an ending.
Nope.
Oh,
we'll just in the chamber.
You know, we'll just. You know,
I'm still talking. We already ended.
No. Here's how we do it. We just pause. We just stop immediately mid podcast, and then we just put up part 2 of it. But yeah, so we're pretty much okay. So this is just this wraps up our episode. Thank you for putting up with our nonsense and just listening, and we hope to see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Aren't you gonna say bye?
I already did.
Crazy. Yeah, like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I left.
Thank you for watching this episode from 3 in the Chamber. If you really like us or you like this episode, be sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notifications. See you in the next one.